So welcome to my Facebook page. Today I'm gonna tell the story of the Potter's Promise. The Potter Promise. I wanna request you. This is my first video. This may be disturbing. So okay. I request you to forgive me. So let's start story. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a skilled potter named Maria. Okay, in a small village, there's a skilled potter named Maria. She created beautiful ceramics that were sought after by many. She created a beautiful ceramics that were she sells them many. So one day, while working on a new fig, Maria feels a sense of uncertainty about her crops. Now Maria feels unsatisfied or unhappy with her crops. She wonders if she was good enough and if her pottery was making a difference in people's life. Now she's thinking that if she good making goods like her making pots, and if she do another different lives, it will be very useful, or it will be wonderful to her. She's thinking that, and then as she sat at her well, feeling discouraged. Now Maria feels discouraged and sat on her well. A gentle voice whispered in her heart. Now a gentleman's voice she heard. Maria, I have a purpose for you. Trust me and I will fulfill it. Now she heard a voice that she's hearing that, I have a purpose for you. Trust me and I will fulfill it. She heard this. Now Maria looked up to see a wise old man standing before her. Maria looked and saw a wise old man standing before her. He introduced himself as a master of potters. Now the old man said about himself, he is the master potter. He took Maria's hands and said, just as clay in your hands, you are in mine, and I will shape you, mold you, and use you for my glory. He is saying that put your hands, you are mine, I will shape you and mold you, and I will use you for my glory. Maria feels a surge of hope and trust. Now Maria feels happy and trust on him. She surrendered her doubts and fears to the master potter. Now she surrenders her doubts and fears to master potter. As she did, she feels his steadfast love and guidance. Now she feels she likes his guidance. With renewed passion and faith, Maria continues creating pottery. Now with new energy, with new passion and faith, his heart believing, Maria continues creating pottery. Maria again restart her crafts, her creating pottery. Her pieces become more beautiful and meaningful. Now his making is more beautiful and meaningful, touching the lives of all who use them. Now his work is very more beautiful and meaningful, touching and spread to them, to all the villagers. Years passes and Maria's life faces a severe strokes. Crops withers and water sources dried up. Now, year passes, Maria's village faces severe droughts. Okay, crops withered and water sources dried up. Now, in this village begins waters crisis, waters dries up. The villagers were desperate. Maria remembers the master potter's promise and prays. Now Maria remembers the master promise and she prayed, Lord, fulfill your purpose in me. Use my pottery to bring life to your village. Now she prayed in the Lord, fulfill me. Lord, fulfill your purpose in me. Use my pottery to bring life to our village. She prays like that. Inspired by the master potter, Maria created a stunning ceramic fountains. Now Maria created a beautiful ceramic fountains. She places it in the village square and miraculously waters began flowing from it. Now what happens? Water begins flowing from it, and the villagers rejoice and their crops flourish once again, and the villagers are very enjoyed and their crops flourish once again. Maria's trust in the master potter promise has brought life-giving water to her community. She realized that God's promise for her was God's purpose for her was far greater than she her imagines. Now Maria realized that God's promise is bigger than his imagination and his in her dreamings. From that day forward, Maria continues creating pottery. From that day, Maria continues her creating pottery, knowing that the master potter was always shaping and molding her for his glory. Now, Maria realized that God made us according to his purpose. Now the story has ended. Now, what will you learn from this story? I'm going to tell you. This story illustrates how Psalm 138 verse 8. Now, Bible, we can see Psalm 138 verse 8 can apply to our lives. Just like Maria, we can trust in God's purpose and promises. Like Maria, God made us for His purpose. We know, but like Maria, we should trust on God and His purpose and promises. Even when we face many uncertainty or challenges, even if we are unhappy, even sometimes we feel unhappy with our works, and in this situation we should satisfy and enjoy our lives because God made us for His purpose. Even when faces uncertainty or challenges, may this story inspire you to have faith in Master Potter's plan for your life. This story shows that Maria's believed that in the Master Potter's plans for her. Like this, we should have faith and hope to God because God made us to His purpose. God has a purpose for our lives and He will fulfill it. Okay, God has a purpose for our lives to everyone, so we should trust on God. His love is steadfast and ensure forever. He will not forsake the work of His hands, which includes us. The Bible says, Psalm 138 verse 8, the Lord will fulfill His purpose for me. Your steadfast love, or God, ensures forever. Do not forsake the work of your duty. It is said, we should not stop our works. Even we are not happy. Sometimes we feel unhappy with our works. So we should continuously work like Maria. Maria, thinking that she is not satisfied with her work, but the the master potter's advice, she continued her works. So like this, we should never stop our, never cease our works. Okay, this is the story of Maria's. Thank you so much for patiently watching this video. Next video I will come back. Thank you so much. Bye.